What's up? I'm on Rohan, all that good stuff. My day is going pretty good. Hopefully yours is. You can always leave a comment on that if you wish. Hold on a second. I accidentally hit the wrong button. Hope in the mist. Many. They have to encounter this. Low visibility. What it is that you need to see. To know where it is your map and compass happen to be. And the allotted time that you need to be. In a mist that is almost as if a fog. It can be hard to see. But this does not hinder many that already know what it is they'll do, regardless if it is they can see through. For at this point, the compass and map should already be imprinted upon you. No need to see. No need. Even when the mist becomes more than what you can see. In a situation, do you already know what it is you will do, regardless if you can see through? Do you have the morals? Do you have your general map and compass that guides you? I've gone over this before, but your map is your landmarks to tell you where you're at. Your compass is what orients. Say you wish to be at a certain place at this point. According to your map, are you at this point? Your map guides you, yes, but you cannot do it without a compass. Your compass is your morals and other things that decide what you will do when you cannot see. So through the mist, it's almost as if a fog, being so thick in the midst of this. Stay true to what it is that guides you. Otherwise, lukewarm would be what it is you considered otherwise, at least in what it is you believe, and what it is that guides you, so you may see. Even what it is your eyes cannot see. Now, what is interesting about this? The higher the altitude, the more you will have to deal with this. No, it can be as if a snow. Just depends on the temperature that happens to show. Like, for example, do you know what sleet is? It is a frozen mist. You probably didn't know this, did you? If you look at the consistency and compare the two, it's not quite snow. It's not quite rain. What else can it be? It is mist. It just does not look the same. Many ways this shows up. When it's thick, you definitely know that it shows up. At times it can be hard to see, almost as if it is a fog, to where you cannot see. But what is it that guides you through such things? Or is it that you even consider such things? A mist makes you unsure. You can't see directly in front of you because of all the mist and fog in front of you. For a lot of times when there is mist, there is fog as well. For the conditions work well for both as well. So the question is, can you see through such things as this? Have you already decided when it is that the results you think, hold on a second, you should get and see are not present for it is that you cannot see? Your map and compass, this is when you use such things as this, along with when there is not conditions such as this. But this is when it matters most. Because otherwise, you cannot see what it is that you wish to have the most. Even if it is right in front of you. Hope in this. I do not speak of physical when I speak of this. When everything around you seems to be cloudy or foggy, a mist is over, and fog is more than likely within the same place as this mist. Can you even see your hand in the midst of this? So how is it that you could know what it is you should do when it is that this mist is over you? If it is you do not have a map and compass that guides you, it will be hard for you. Harder for ones that do not have than ones that have made sure that they happen to have. But at this point you also must outlast. For ones that cannot see, they do not last. It's almost similar as if you turn off the lights. Except for there is a little bit of light. Ones that are not consistent. These are points they are shown they are not consistent. Life happens, yes. But is it that you will be distracted by such things as this? Bewildered and confused on what it is that you should do in the middle of this ruse? It's not always easy. Never said that it was that easy. But the hope in the mist is as simple as this. If you already know what it is you will do while this is trying to hinder you, then there is no mountain that you cannot climb. No mountain that something it tries to hide. For regardless, you get upon the other side. Mist and mountain, they both correlate. Try to climb a mountain, and what is it that you encounter? Or have you ever tried to do such things as this encounter? Doesn't mean you won't have visibility. It just means it might be slightly harder to see. But if you have something that guides you, it does not matter for this mist. This should be your hope in this mist. It can totally disorient those that do not have a strong map and compass that orient. There are those, for example, that message me. My answer is no as soon as you answer. Or question me. Like the hookup girls that try to still talk to me. I do not believe in such things. And that is something you will never, ever see. But in the middle of this mist of them encountering me, I know my compass and map that guides me. Know it as if the back of my hand. I can describe it just as the back of my hand. Or I can describe it as a day. Or reference something I've already happened to say. An example of what I mean. Once upon a harsh winter's day. One that I can remember like it was yesterday. This hope you wish for in the mist. It's not that hard for you to get this. You must believe in what it is you wish to do. And have principles and plans to guide you. An action plan. Or for some, a business model. It's similar to this. When you go to work somewhere, what is something that you do every year as it is you work there? They have a plan of action, a fire drill, other things such as this. Did you ever notice this? Is that not close to a map and compass on what you will do when there is a mist that happens to be upon you? A circumstance that you cannot control, but wishes to. Do you know what it is that you will do? Or will you be caught in the middle of this mist, missing your opportunity as it is you pay attention to the mist, not what it is that you should do in the middle of this, or where it is you wish to go according to what your map and compass happens to show? Doesn't matter if there is a mist or not at this point, for you know your decisions. You know, regardless, what is your plan of action for what it is you see regardless. Or is it that you have taken time to do such things? A plan of action is a wise thing to do. You do not never know when there is a mist that will come over you, and a fog that follows as well. Especially if it is you wish to go over a mountain as well. I cannot tell you what it is that might be your hope, for I am not the one that shoots and looks through that scope. Only you can do that. But I know what it is that I shoot for. Regardless, if it mist, if it fogs or pours. That is, when I'm in the midst of the storm. The hope you should have, though, should be big enough to help you last, though. If it's not, then you will fail. You will not get where you wish to upon this spot. Your reason, your source of courage, must be big upon this weather and season. Why is it that you do what it is you do? Will you be able to last when there is a mist or fog? over you with your reason, your source of courage, your map and compass upon this season. Seasons come and go. Some show growth, some show the opposite of such things as this. But specifically, when there is a mist, what season happens to be this? For the most part, it is spring, isn't not? You are just on the other side of growth upon this spot. Most common time for mist to be spring and summer is when these happen to be. So, in the midst of the best season there is to be, this is why it is important for you to know what it is you will do, even if you cannot see. A big action. For only growth happens when there is action. You will notice there will be no mist when it is that you choose. You choose not to do this. Not always so, though. For even ones that choose not to act, they still deal with mist. It's just that, for you, you do not notice this. But for ones that do, they try to warn you. You're in a mist. You need to pay attention. Pay attention to this. Question is, do you push them away? Not knowing they are telling you that you are in a mist. And you need to do this. Or you will not be able to see through this. The mist and fog that you are currently in, for you do not know, but there are ones that do. And they try to alert you. But you deal with an issue something that's hard to get through. I'll give you a hint of what it is. Look at one of the most famous stories at the beginning and you will know what it is. If someone tries to help you, in a gist, you say, I do not need your help. Even though they are the only one that can help, you are showing a trait that many show upon this day. The next time someone tries to say something to you and you get defensive, there's something that you must deal with. And the specific thing that you must deal with is pride. Well, that looks like all the time that I have for now. So, until next time,